friends, welcome back to my channel. So I am so excited about this video. Today I am sharing with you my 23andMe ancestry results. So remember I was telling you about how I wanted to kind of learn more about my ancestry, kind of learn more about, you know, where I came from, and also a little bit learn about the culture, learn about, you know, everything. So I took a test where you spit in the tube or whatever and you mail it in, and it's supposed to be pretty accurate according to a lot of the reviews. It's pretty accurate. Sometimes the interpretations, meaning that the percentages might be a little bit off depending on how the data is interpreted. But whenever I was looking, I heard and saw that 23andMe was probably the most accurate. It seemed to have some of the better reviews. So I just wanted to share with you my results. So first of all, before I've already looked at it, but before I took the test, my main assumption from like talking with my family and stuff was that we were mostly German. I was told that I think like on my mom's side, several of like the last names were German, and then on my dad's side, kind of the same thing. So so I kind of went into this with the assumption that I was going to be probably majority German, and I knew that there was a little bit of Irish in there too because my mom's dad was Irish, so I knew there was some, but of course I didn't know like how much, because we were all, you know, being American, you're pretty much kind of a smorgasbord, for lack of better words, of a lot. So yeah, so I wanted to share with you the results. So I'm not going to show you because it's got my real name on it and I don't really want to give that information out, but the first thing that I thought was interesting is I am 98.9% European. So, which obviously makes sense since I look pretty European, but I am 93.5% Northwestern European. So basically, not really Mediterranean, or, which is kind of interesting because when I was younger, I used to get so tan in the summer, and so people would always think that I was like Greek or Italian or something. So it's just kind of interesting, like, to know the truth. So I am 37.7% British and Irish, and that's more than I was expecting. I'm 18% French and German, 4.3% Scandinavian, and 0.2% Finnish, and then it's like 33% broadly Northwestern European. So what that means is that there's certain things that they couldn't like kind of narrow it down to a specific country or specific, so they know that it's geographically Northwestern European. So, and then what I am 2.7% Southern European, and so the Iberian Peninsula, I think is what it is. I'm 1.2% Iberian, and then 1.6% broadly Southern European. So I thought that was interesting. So first of all, I was not expecting to be mostly British, Irish, basically Gaelic, I guess is what they, like that kind of people group. I thought I'd be more German. It says that I'm 18% German. And I actually have, I didn't think I would have any like Scandinavian blood, but fun fact about me, I have what's called clubbed thumbs, and I'm the only one in my family that has it. I don't even think my kids have it. Like one of my daughters has kind of a little bit shorter thumb, but not like mine. And the funny thing about that is I guess Danish people, there's like a lot of people that have those. So I know that I probably have Danish blood, which is probably the 4.3% Scandinavian. But it's just kind of cool to see like how much of what, you know, different culture I am. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then, so for my non-European side, I am 0.5% West African. So apparently, and it can tell you, in your timeline, it can tell you, so it was like 4 generations back. Like, so in the 1800s, one of my relatives must have married and had a child with somebody who had West African. And I guess a teeny like 0.002% of Central and South African DNA. So I'm like, that's really interesting. And then I'm also 0.6% Native American, which is about the same. So they have like a timeline on here, and it starts, it kind of goes through and it kind of shows, and basically in 1840 to 1720 is where there's the Iberian, there's the Finnish, there's the Native American, and then the West African and South African, which I thought was really interesting. So, but basically from then on, it was basically Scandinavian, French and German, and British and Irish. So I was actually quite surprised to see that. I figured I would be like 60% German. So it was kind of interesting to see that I'm actually more Irish, which is kind of funny because I went back to Ireland, you know, was it a little over a year ago for my sister-in-law's wedding, and I remember like thinking like how cool it was because I knew I had some Irish ancestry, but to know that I actually have more than I thought, I'm like, well, no wonder I had such a spiritual connection to this place because it was beautiful, and I remember being there just feeling like kind of at home, as weird as that sounds, like this is my people or whatever. So I thought that that was really interesting. I wanted to share it with you guys. I'm really excited to learn more about different, like I didn't realize I was more than just German. So I'm excited to learn about kind of the different things that I am and kind of learn about the cultures and stuff. Because I've always been a huge fan of like culture and learning about other people. I love traveling the world. I love learning about different cultures and kind of, you know, seeing how other people view the world. To me, I think it's good to give you a good, well-rounded like attitude, but it also like in a lot of ways has helped me kind of appreciate my culture too, because it's you see everyone else and you see how proud they are of their culture, and it kind of makes you feel proud of what your culture is too. So I'm really excited about it, and I'm kind of excited to go in more and learn more about it. And if you guys had any questions about it or want to know any more of my experience, overall, I really like 23andMe. They have everything super secure, and they have a lot of times where you give your consent in the beginning for them to do it, but you can also, sometimes they want to use it to, because they also have like a health side, which I didn't take because I know most of my family's health history and my husband's too, and I didn't want to spend the extra $100 to be honest. And so they use like your DNA sometimes to kind of help them understand more about like your, you know, where you came from, because they're able to, because of your ancestry, they're able to kind of give you a better indicator of like what your health problems could be in the future, which is awesome. Because wouldn't it be nice if you could have kind of a, well, you might have issues with this, so you should avoid this kind of thing. Anyway, I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it. And you can also, going back to that, you can also like revoke your consent like further down the line too if you just don't want them using your DNA for anything. So that I thought was kind of nice. So it gives you a chance to back out later if they like, because they'll continue to ask you for different things and you can always say yes or no, which I like. So it's not like they just do it and then make you, you know, and then you're locked in. So that's kind of nice. So anyway, yeah, that was really exciting. I'm so glad to share it with you. And yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments about the test or anything, please leave them below. I'd love to, you know, connect with any of you if you have any questions. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.